Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Patriot Nation TV. I'm your host, Tim Davis, aka Professor X, your New Age Patriot with the 1776 attitude. Just one man, one opinion, trying to make sense of it all in this bizarre world. It is Saturday, July 30th, 2022. And thanks for tuning in to my late night rant. My late night rant. It's been a while since I did a video. I think I did it July 1st. So we're going to discuss Joe Biden's America. Joe Biden's America. What's been going on. In the buffoonery. Joe Biden's America. 50% liar. 50% con man. 100% full of bullshit. Right? It's Joe Biden. Joe Biden's America. I guess we'll talk about his buffoonery, right? The buffoonery of his administration, the buffoonery that's taking place around the globe. These some of the topics. Democrats are insane. Democrats are insane. We'll discuss just a little rant. Try to get it in under 15 minutes. The buffoonery of the Democratic Party, the January 6th committee. What else is there? Prisoner swap for the dude that's pretending to be a woman that's held in Russia. Brian or Brittany Griner. Stuff like that. The economy, the recession. It's not a recession. It's a robbery. I'll explain to you how that is a robbery. And just all the buffoonery that we're all experiencing. It's disgusting. So let me start off by saying this. Me, one man, one opinion. I won't be remembered as someone who kept their mouth shut. It's not going to happen. So with that being said, let me start by saying this. The Democratic Party is a national disgrace. It is a threat to our way of life and to our national sovereignty. I'm going to prove it within 15 minutes. I'm really going to prove it. So where do we start? I guess we'll start with the simple things. I'll start with the January 6th committee hearing, which is total bullshit. It is. And with that being said, I'm gonna start with this with Donald Trump, President Donald Trump. I've never seen anything like it. 51 years old. I've never seen anything like it. The Democrat obsession with Donald Trump. He broke their brains. He broke their brains. Yes, he did. He's been out of office. He's now been out of office 18, 19 months. The entire country has gone to shit with Joe Biden in office, along with the Democrat being in control of the Senate and the House. And yet, it's still Trump's fault. Amazing. It's wild. It's wild, folks. It's wild. The sad part of it is the average person is blissfully, yes, the average person is blissfully unaware how much the state propaganda permeates all their media content and how much it manipulates them into thinking that a large and powerful state, government-run state, is good. They just don't get it. So this brings me to the what I was saying, the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party is a national disgrace and a threat to our way of life. It's a way of our national sovereignty. It really is. They want you to be godless. This is the buffoonery of these liberal Democrats. They want you to be godless, sexless, genderless, childless, depressed, anxious, afraid, fat, drug addicted, lonely, physically weak, mentally weak, in debt, isolated, living in a pod, eating bugs, independent on the state for everything. That's their goal. That is 100% of their goal. It's sad. I am seeing a lot of articles now talking about sudden deaths or death in healthy people, professional athletes, young people in their 20s and early 30s, just sudden deaths in healthy people with this is what they're talking about, with possible links to everything except this is the funny thing, except the one thing that forced on every healthy person. I can't say what it is because I'll be flagged and the video won't be shared, but we know what it is. You know, hold on. We know what it is. All right. A lot of articles, sudden deaths, young people dying. It's just amazing. It's just amazing to me. And just amazing. I really don't know what to say. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. The average person is blissfully unaware how much the state propaganda permeates all their media content and how much it manipulates them into thinking that a large and powerful state is good. Right? That's what I said. So I'm going to stand by, and I'm going to prove it to you. So, I don't even know where to begin, to be honest with you. I'm lost at words, you know? So, let me just say this. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the show, please give it a thumbs up, hit like, hit subscribe, share the message. So, I guess let's just get down to it. This is a friendly reminder. Just a reminder, in the last 2.5 years, the biggest historical transfer of wealth to the rich has happened over the last 2.5 years. It has. While the rest of the world is left to face the cost of living. You, me, everybody else. It's the Great Reset, people. The Great Reset. The New World Order, their plan is continued. Just in the last 2 years, the average person, me, you, the average workers have lost $3.7 trillion in earnings during the pandemic. And the people most affected by it were women and Generation Z. They saw the biggest losses. At the same time, world billionaires get richer by $3.9 trillion during the pandemic. Wake up. Wake up, folks. Wake up. So this brings me to what's happening. They're calling it a recession. We're not a recession and changing the definition of words and meanings. So being that we're renaming traditional things, so I agree with the elites. It's not a recession. It's a robbery. They're robbing us. And with me saying that, I'm going to say, I'm going to name him, this dude, the Fed chairman. I'm not going to say his name. It's not worth me saying his name. But he is public enemy number 10, 9, 8. He's in the top 10 public enemies of we the people, the Fed chairman, and our republic. Wednesday it was of this Wednesday of this week. I had to he came out. I had to replay this man's words over and over, dissecting every inch of his speeches. And the only thing I can honestly say is this. The Fed chairman gave us empty words. His only concern is lending money, cash, and keeping us in debt while helping the fat cats on Wall Street. Stock market. That's all it is. We have two economies, folks. Two economies. I really do. I'm going to show that in this broadcast. I'm 12 minutes in. I got to get it going. All right. So again, keeping us in debt and our children's children and their children in debt. We have two economies, and I'll break it down in layman terms. I will. We have two economies. So I'm going to break it down to I'm going to say it simply. Don't believe me. Do not believe me. Believe in what you research. Do your own research and believe in that. But here's some facts. You can Google it, YouTube it, whatever you want to do. 35% of small businesses cannot pay their rent. They couldn't pay their rent in June of 2022. That's 35% of businesses cannot pay their rent as of June of 2022. 51% of U.S. small businesses say rising cost due to surging inflation may cause them to close up business permanently. That's 51%. Think about it. Did you hear that correctly? 51% are saying this. But of course, the elites will have us believing the stock market is off to the races. It's absolutely beautiful and lovely. And it is. But you and I, the average Joe Schmo, we're not part of that. But as I tell you, when you have an unlimited amount of bond buying programs via the European Central Banking or our own Federal Reserve, doing the same thing, manipulating the market. I can go on, but how many of you are really even aware what I'm about to tell you? How many of you even aware about what I'm about to tell you? So you ready for this? This is something that you can look at. Since July 6th of 2022, 24 days ago, July 6th this month, the Federal Reserve has been buying $380 million a day in assets. That's $8 billion, 690,000 as of today, July 30th, 2022. But no. You are not allowed to know this. It's an election cycle. It's an election season. Hey, good evening, Loretta. How are you? Good to see you tuning in. I appreciate it. The fact is, time is winding up, folks. It's against us. The New World Order is building up economically. The New World Order, the Great Reset people, the IMF, WEF, they are building up economically, and they are boxing us out. Yes, they are boxing us out. They're doing it right in front of us, right in front of our faces. And we're doing nothing about it. Just keep your eyes open, folks. So this brings me to my next topic. That's just our economics, what's going on. You know, they give us $700 billion new tax raise under the guise of battling inflation. Pay attention what's going on. These people, this sick breed of people are destroying us, enslaving us. So this brings me to the headline of my video, the topic. How prepared do you think we are? We as individuals, me, you, the person that's following, Loretta, our countrymen. How prepared are we? How prepared do you think we are? I'm going to say not very much. And why do I say this? This is Biden's foreign policy. Just think about this. The Chinese president told Joe Biden straight up, mano a mano. It's like me talking to you in the street, mano a mano. President Xi, whatever you want to clarify to pronounce it, told President Biden straight up. He threatened them. If those who play with fire, they will perish by it. In layman terms, you play with fire, you get burned. This is in regards to Nancy Pelosi flying to Taiwan and yada, yada, yada. Then you got North Korea President Kim Jong-un. He's preparing to mobilize his nukes. Says he will annihilate South Korea if the United States and the NATO allies give them new weapons. If new weapons arrive on the Korean Peninsula. See what's going on, folks? See what's going on? They're starting to gang up, band together. They smell weakness like a shark. They smell weakness like a shark. U.S. military recruitment is down 30% each of the last 2 years. Two superpowers and a little crazed man in North Korea have nukes, banding together with many other nations like the BRICS. Look it up, BRICS. What could possibly go wrong? Pay your fair share, right? What could possibly go wrong? And why are they saying this? We have record inflation, increased tax hikes and interest rates, more printing of money, wars, rumors of wars, shortage of food, high prices. And here in America, we have frauds and generals. Frauds and generals, Biden, Miley, leading us. Yep. And so on and so on. What could possibly go wrong? I don't know. But the buffoonery continues. The buffoonery continues. We got this dude pretending to be a woman who plays for the WNBA, Brittany Griner. I don't pay much attention to it, but I can see the videos. I can see the photos. It's a dude dressed up as a woman who's 6'8", who brought illegal drugs into Russia. And we're at the point of where we want to do a prison swap. A prison swap. And that is in regards to, I believe he's a Russian ex-KGB guy, KGB dude, the merchant of death, small arms, he killed soldiers and yada yada yada. So we are willing to trade an ex-KGB guy who killed hundreds, if not thousands of, who's responsible of thousands of deaths of U.S. soldiers and stuff like that abroad, for a dude who pretends to be a woman that American society accepts as a woman named Brittany Griner, who in fact did commit a crime by bringing drugs internationally across borders into Russia and got caught. So we're willing to trade this person for a person who killed American soldiers and American people. It's a recession. It's retarded, people. I'm going to use the term retarded. It's retarded. So my whole point is this. Think what you want. The buffoonery is real. I just broke it down in layman terms in a matter of 21 minutes and 49 seconds. So I'm going to end the show by saying this. It's not a recession. It's a robbery. We have buffoons in the Democratic Party leading us. The January 6th committee is in fact an obsession that I've never seen like the Democrats have with Donald Trump. He broke their brains. He's been in office for 19 months and the entire country has gone to shit since Joe Biden been in office and Democrats control the House and Senate. And yet it's still Trump's fault. It's wild. Wake up, people. Thanks for tuning in to my show, Patriot Nation TV. I'm your host, Tim Davis, a.k.a. Professor X, saying thank you. And if you're new to the show, please hit like, hit subscribe. And God bless you. God bless America. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.